Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We have just released our July drop. We've got the brand new Rangers Warrior t-shirts, along with the No One Likes Us, We Don't Care tees. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, we're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already hit the big red button, please consider doing so, as in return we'll keep you on the straight and narrow of everything in regards to Rangers Football Club this summer. Guys, in today's video we have got quite a few bits and pieces to go through. We're going to be going through the trio that are interested in one of Rangers' star players. We're going to be going through Dujon Sterling and the injury latest with regards to him, and we're also going to be going through what Kieran Dowell has said with regards to moving to Rangers and his ambitions going forward. So yeah, quite a few bits and pieces to discuss, but let's go through Dujon Sterling. Now, Rangers, it wouldn't be a Rangers signing if they do have injury problems along the way, and Dujon Sterling obviously signed as one of Rangers' first men through the door this summer. Is said to have not travelled out to Germany. He has picked up an injury. It's just a calf knock during the first few days of pre-season. However, the injury is not said to be too serious and will likely return to training when the squad returns from Germany next week. So he's got a week setback. Yes, it's an injury. However, it's not too serious, and he won't be out of action for long, thank God. That's what I'm saying. Rangers going to have to be signing loads of players and just make sure. But it's not a Rangers signing without them carrying a bit of an injury or getting injured in the first few days of pre-season. But yes, thankfully not too serious. Now, yesterday we spoke about Rangers' sort of desire to sort of trim the fat around the squad and maybe get some transfer fees in for some players. We spoke of Antonio Colak, we spoke of Glenn Kamara, John McLaughlin, Scott Wright, and those sorts of players. And now today, details have emerged that 3 European sides are interested in landing Antonio Colak this summer. Those 3 clubs are Werder Bremen, Parma, and Pisa. The other 2, there's a bit of disrespect on Antonio Colak, I think. Antonio Colak could be playing at a really high level. I don't think those Serie B teams he should be going to, but apparently these 3 teams are very, very interested in the player. However, Werder Bremen currently leading the race for his signature. Rangers are said to value the player around £2 million and will start bids at that price. Again, Antonio Colak is one of them players that I thought was unbelievable at the start of last season. I think there is a bit of disrespect to him, actually. I think he scores a lot of goals, but we know the way Michael Beale wants to play, and I don't really think Colak does fit into that system. He likes strikers doing a little bit more work in the sort of build-up play, and I don't think he really likes having sort of the goal poachers. But without a doubt, Antonio Colak should command Rangers a decent fee. I know he's 29 years old, but certainly he scores goals. Put him in a team, he will score goals. But yeah, that's the latest regards to him. 3 teams now interested in him, and the bidding is said to start at around £2 million. So yeah, more will probably emerge on that one over the next couple of days, possibly. But yeah, Werder Bremen currently leading the race for his signature. Now, Kieran Dowell, as you've probably seen over the last couple of days, a lot of players have started to speak to Rangers TV about the upcoming season, especially new signings. We've seen Jack Butland do it, and now it's been Kieran Dowell's time as he sat down with the media and discussed his move to Rangers. So as I said, in this part of the video we're going to be going through the interview and basically going through what he said about playing for Rangers and the season ahead. So this is what he said. He said, one of the guys at Norwich, Kenny McLean, I think is a well-known Rangers fan. I was straight in his ear asking him what it was like, and he told me to go for it. I have always got on with Scottish lads at every club I've been at. It was the same for Todd. He told me he was delighted with the way he had settled in. He told me about the intensity of it. That's something I'm really looking forward to as well. You don't get that often. I haven't had it at other clubs. I know a few people already have it, so it's nice. It's always good to have a few familiar faces on the first day. It certainly helps you settle in quicker. I have all sorts of recommendations about where to live from Kenny and from the lads here. The conversations, of course, this is why he sort of joined. Dowell also went on to speak about other bits and pieces and said, from the outside looking in, I hadn't really watched much Scottish football. The manager sold it on the amount of games we were going to play, being in Europe, and he really seduced me. He just sold it to me, really, and when I came up to watch a game, when I signed last season, there wasn't much on the game, but the atmosphere was incredible. I just liked the manager, as he described him back in February or March time. I'd say I was a creative player, and I can play in a number of positions. I can play as a number 8, a 10, and I've always played as a 6 before. I like getting on the ball and linking to play. I see myself as a goal-scoring midfielder. The manager told me that the club might play 60 games a season. He said we are going to need 2 teams and we need competitions for places. You saw that last season with the injuries when it was not so good. There has to be more competition this season to keep everybody on their toes. It keeps the standards high, though, given the games we're going to play. The guys can also give a rest. Dowell also spoke about his experience down in the Championship and said, that was swayed me to come up here. I played 6 years in the Championship and 1 season in the Premier League. I think I was ready for a fresh start and this was the perfect opportunity for me. I enjoyed the pressure and that is what the club is all about. It is a different kind of pressure where you're expected to win every game. It's different to any other league, I guess. I have obviously gone on my own journey and now I'm delighted to be here. Lunny has really embraced it. One thing the manager also described it's like a little Goodison Park. Maybe Ibrox is another level though, I have yet to experience it. The fans are something else and when the team is doing well they are unbelievable. So that's what Kieran Dowell had to say with all things sort of Rangers, his experiences and what he's expecting going forward. But it's good to see the new boys sort of settling in and sort of getting a feel for the club because they're going to need it going into next season. It's going to be a big campaign for Rangers. Pre-season is underway and as I said before, we know at the start of the campaign is going to be here. I think we're just about 3 weeks out for that first Scottish Premiership game and then of course the Champions League qualifiers. So it's starting to heat up, Rangers fans, getting very exciting. I haven't really got any updates with regards to incoming transfers. It still remains the same. Jose Cifuentes is a player that Rangers want to land this summer. Jonathan Panzo, negotiations apparently ongoing, and then of course Danilo, Rangers still remain interested. So hopefully we do start to get a bit more news with regards to potential signings over the next sort of couple of weeks. Rangers, one thing for certain, aren't done with incomings. However, I said you might just see some players go out the door first, and it does seem that Antonio Colak could be the first of those, with the club setting their price. The Ibrox Chiefs also coming out and saying that Bill needs to sell some players to recoup some money, but that can be invested back into the rebuild. As I said, it does seem, by reports and other journalists alike, it does seem like Antonio Colak is sort of surplus to requirements. And as I said, 3 teams are interested, with Werder Bremen currently leading the race. Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you today. Please do let me know your thoughts on Antonio Colak. Do you think it's a bit disrespectful that Rangers are selling him despite his unbelievable goal-scoring return at the start of the campaign? And is he a player that you think that Michael Beale should try and get a tune out of, or do you think it's the right idea to try and cash in on him and sell him this summer? As I said, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you guys, I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.